There exists within the ancient wisdom traditions a profound understanding of human behavior that modern psychology is only beginning to grasp. When someone treats us poorly, speaks harshly, or acts in ways that disturb our peace, our instinctive reaction is often to respond in kind, to defend ourselves, or to harbor resentment. Yet the great spiritual teachers throughout history have pointed to a different path, one that transforms not only our relationships but our very consciousness. Before we begin, if you enjoy this video, give me a like, comment below about your thought, and hit subscribe button so you don't miss any video inspired by Yogananda's teaching. Thank you very much. The practice I'm about to share with you comes from the timeless wisdom of yogic philosophy, a technique so simple that it can be done in just 60 seconds, yet so powerful that it can fundamentally alter the energy between you and another person. This is not about suppression of feelings or passive acceptance of mistreatment. Rather, it is about accessing a higher power within yourself that can dissolve negativity at its root. When someone misbehaves toward you, whether through angry words, disrespectful actions, or any form of negativity, the immediate response of the ego is to contract, to build walls, to prepare for battle. The heart closes, the breath becomes shallow, and the mind begins constructing narratives of victimhood or revenge. This is the automatic response of the conditioned self, the part of us that has been trained by society to see ourselves as separate from others, to view life as a competition, and to protect our interests at all costs. But there is another way, a way that the great masters have practiced and taught for millennia. This way recognizes that beneath the surface behavior of every human being lies the same divine essence, the same consciousness that animates all life. When we can connect with this deeper reality, even for just 1 minute, we tap into a transformative power that can change everything. The practice itself is beautifully simple. When someone has misbehaved toward you, find a quiet moment as soon as possible afterward. Close your eyes and bring that person's image to mind. Now, instead of replaying the negative interaction or reinforcing your hurt feelings, you will do something that may feel counterintuitive at first. You will send them love. Not the sentimental, emotional love that depends on someone's behavior or worthiness. Not the conditional love that says, "I will love you if you treat me well." But rather, the unconditional love that flows from the deepest part of your being. The love that recognizes the divine spark within every soul, regardless of how clouded it may be by ignorance, pain, or confusion. As you hold this person's image in your mind, begin to silently repeat affirmations of goodwill toward them. You might say internally, "I send you love and light. I wish for your highest good. May you find peace and happiness. May you be free from the suffering that causes you to act this way." Feel these words not just as mental concepts but as living vibrations emanating from your heart center. At first, this practice may feel forced or artificial, especially if the wound is fresh and the hurt is deep. Your ego will protest loudly. It will tell you that this person doesn't deserve your love, that you're being weak, that you're letting them get away with bad behavior. But persist anyway. This practice is not for their benefit alone. It is primarily for yours. As you continue sending love and positive energy to this person for a full minute, something remarkable begins to happen. The tight knot of resentment in your chest starts to loosen. The mental loop of angry thoughts begins to slow down. The heavy energy of negativity that was weighing on your consciousness starts to lift. You are not condoning their behavior or pretending it didn't hurt you. You are simply refusing to allow their negativity to take root in your own consciousness. This practice works on multiple levels simultaneously. On the psychological level, it interrupts the pattern of rumination and resentment that can poison our mental and emotional well-being for hours, days, or even years after a negative interaction. When we replay hurtful incidents in our minds, we are essentially re-traumatizing ourselves, keeping the wound fresh and preventing healing. By consciously choosing to send love instead, we break this destructive cycle. On the energetic level, This practice transforms the subtle vibrations that connect us to other people. Whether we realize it or not, we are constantly exchanging energy with everyone we encounter. When someone treats us badly, they are essentially sending us negative energy, and our typical response is to send negative energy back, creating a vicious cycle that can escalate conflicts and damage relationships. When we send love instead, we break this cycle and introduce a higher frequency that has the power to uplift both parties. On the spiritual level, this practice is a form of karma yoga, the yoga of action that purifies the heart and accelerates spiritual growth. Every time we choose love over fear, forgiveness over resentment, and compassion over judgment, we are dissolving the ego's grip on our consciousness and moving closer to our true nature, which is pure love and awareness. The magic that occurs when you practice this technique consistently is truly remarkable. First, you will notice an immediate shift in your own state of being. The heaviness lifts, your energy returns, and you feel more centered and peaceful. You are no longer giving your power away to someone else's behavior. You are no longer allowing external circumstances to dictate your internal state. Second, you may notice that the other person's behavior toward you begins to change. This doesn't always happen immediately, and it doesn't happen in every case, but it happens often enough to be noteworthy. When you stop sending back negative energy and start sending love instead, you remove the fuel that was feeding the conflict. The other person may not consciously understand what has changed, but they will feel it on a subtle level. They may become less hostile, more open, or even apologetic. Third, you will find that this practice strengthens your own spiritual power and presence. Each time you choose love in the face of negativity, you are building your spiritual muscles. You are training yourself to remain centered in your higher self regardless of external circumstances. This is true spiritual strength, far more powerful than any aggressive response could ever be. It's important to understand that this practice does not mean you should tolerate abuse or remain in harmful situations. There is a crucial distinction between sending someone love from a place of spiritual strength and allowing yourself to be mistreated. You can send love to someone while also setting firm boundaries, removing yourself from toxic situations, or taking appropriate action to protect yourself. In fact, when you practice this technique, you will often find that you have more clarity about what boundaries need to be set and more strength to enforce them. The 1-minute time frame is significant. It's long enough to create a real shift in consciousness, but short enough that anyone can find the time to do it, no matter how busy they are. 1 minute of focused, intentional love sending is far more powerful than hours of scattered, half-hearted positive thinking. When you commit to this practice fully for 60 seconds, you are creating a concentrated beam of positive energy that can penetrate even the densest negativity. To deepen this practice, you can coordinate it with your breath. As you inhale, imagine drawing in divine love and light from the universe. As you exhale, imagine sending this love and light to the person who has misbehaved. Feel it flowing from your heart center to theirs, like a golden stream of healing energy. With each breath, the flow becomes stronger and more natural. You can also expand this practice beyond the immediate situation. If you have ongoing difficulties with someone, make it a daily practice to send them love for 1 minute each day. You will be amazed at how this consistent practice can transform even the most challenging relationships. The other person doesn't need to know you're doing this. In fact, it's often better if they don't, as this keeps the practice pure and free from any expectation of recognition or reward. Some people worry that sending love to someone who has hurt them means they are being inauthentic or suppressing their true feelings. This is a misunderstanding of the practice. You are not denying your hurt or anger. You are acknowledging it, feeling it, and then choosing to respond from a higher level of consciousness. You can be honest about your feelings while also recognizing that beneath those feelings lies a deeper truth, that we are all connected, that we all suffer, and that we all deserve compassion. The great spiritual teachers have always emphasized that our true nature is love, and that anything else we experience is a distortion or forgetting of this truth. When someone misbehaves, they are acting from a place of disconnection from their true nature. They are suffering even if they don't realize it. By sending them love, you are helping to remind them on a subtle level of who they really are. You are also reminding yourself of who you really are. This practice is particularly powerful when dealing with people who trigger us repeatedly. Often, these are the people who are serving as our greatest teachers, showing us where we still have work to do on ourselves. When we can send love to those who challenge us most, we are demonstrating true spiritual maturity and accelerating our own evolution. The transformation that occurs through this practice is not always dramatic or immediate. Sometimes it's subtle, a gradual softening of hard edges, a slow thawing of frozen hearts. But if you practice consistently, you will begin to notice changes. Relationships that seemed hopelessly damaged begin to heal. People who were hostile become neutral, and those who were neutral become friendly. Most importantly, you will find that you are less affected by other people's negativity, more anchored in your own peace, and more able to maintain your center regardless of external circumstances. This is the magic that the ancient wisdom speaks of. The magic of love's transformative power, the magic of consciousness choosing its own state rather than being dictated to by circumstances, the magic of recognizing the divine in all beings even when it is deeply hidden. It is a magic that is available to everyone, that costs nothing, and that requires only 1 minute of sincere practice. In our modern world, where conflict and division seem to be increasing, this practice is more relevant than ever. Imagine if everyone who experienced mistreatment responded not with retaliation but with love. Imagine if we all took just 1 minute to send positive energy to those who hurt us. The cumulative effect would be revolutionary, transforming not just individual relationships but the collective consciousness of humanity. So the next time someone misbehaves toward you, remember this ancient wisdom. Take 1 minute, close your eyes, bring their image to mind, and send them love. Watch as the magic unfolds, as the burden lifts from your heart, as the situation transforms in ways you could not have predicted. This is not weakness. This is the greatest strength. This is not naivety. This is the deepest wisdom. This is the path that the masters have walked, and it is available to you right now in this very moment with just 1 minute of practice.